Hey everybody, Dylan from Noble Records coming at you with another heavy rotations video. Whew, been busy. I try to do these on Sundays. Today is Tuesday. And, I've just been slammed lately. Got a lot going on in life. A lot of exciting announcements and updates to come probably within the next week. So stay tuned for that. This is going to be like a real informal thing. I've got my boxes of records all around me that I've been getting. This past week or two, I've been digging like crazy. I've been buying a lot. I found like a really sweet honey hole where I'm finding some crazy stuff. So it's always fun to find things out in the wild and not have to like go online for it. So almost none of this I bought online. So it's either been from friends or this honey hole. So anyways, I've gotten a lot of Zamrock stuff in the past couple weeks, and that stuff is not from this honey hole. I wish it was, but I do have some friends all over that help out with that. So biggest one, this is huge grail. This is Christy, Zebby, Timbo, my ancestors. So this is with the Ngozi family. So Christy, Zebby, Timbo kind of he grew up with Paul Ngozi, was a good friend with him that played music with him all these years, was a drummer in the Ngozi family. But this is just a real killer, crazy guitar work, incredible record. If you haven't heard this, look it up. I think you can stream it. You can find it. The audio is online somewhere, but this is fantastic. And this is one of the like tip-top hardest ones to get grails, And a friend of mine sold me this for a good price, and I'm very grateful. But killer copy of it too. I mean, look at it's just good shape. This is another killer one. The Ngozi family Happy Trip. Tough one to get. It's on the Chris Editions label. I think I talked about that in one of my videos recently. Chris Editions was a furniture company that had their own record label. They sponsored different Zambian artists and had pretty much everything on the label is absolute fire. And this is really killer. Has the usual Ngozi crazy guitar, great stuff. But man, this is a great record. Really love this one. This is one I'm probably most excited about too, is this 45,000 volts, the Ngozi family. Now what's interesting about this one is you might have seen this record. They have reissued it a lot. You can get the reissues pretty easily. I think we've got them at the shop for $21.99 if you want one. But this is on the Sound Project label, which looks exactly the same as the Chris Editions. But what happened was with this one, I think this originally came out in 1977. 1980, they went back into the studio, DB studio, and re-recorded all the songs. It's just different. The guitars are different on it. This is a lot. The original, I think, has a little bit more fuzz to it, but this has got a lot more noodling on it, like guitar noodling, I think. And so, this one, the cover is actually really not that bad for a Zambian record, but you can tell the difference between a regular 45,000 volts and the volume. This one says volume 2, and it's just like stamped on there. So this is the volume 2 with the different audio, but it's the same songs. But really killer. I don't have volume 1 yet. I'd like to get it, but hopefully I'll get it in time, because this is one of my favorite Zamrock records. The cover's just killer, and the music is amazing. So I think before last week I didn't have any Ngozi records. Size 9, another killer one. Love these labels. It's a great. Cover's a little warm, but the record plays pretty well. So this one I cannot recommend enough. This is an incredible record, and I'm going to butcher his name because I've never heard anyone say it. So I'm sure I'm going to get a flood of responses of, "Hey, you should have said it like this." But this is Keith Mlevhu. This is it's spelled Mlevhu. Mlevhu. Anyways, but this is Through Fire to Heaven. All of his records are good. You need to check him out. This record is insane. It is incredible. There's that first song, "The Law Must Change," is awesome. The one I'm thinking of here is "The Rich and the Poor." Is track 3 on here. It has such a Beatles feel to it. It's so good. But as far as like the Zambian artists go, he's very unique. I do hear like a lot of British pop and psych influences on his songs, but a lot of really good like fuzz guitar and stuff like that too. But this is one of my recent favorites. This is an incredible record. I've listened to this a ton since I got it. It is amazing. So highly recommend him. He's got 4 records I think, and they're all really really good. Keep upgrading my Ricky Illalonga Dread Eyes copies. I've had like 4 now. That's a great one. And then have I gotten anything else from Zambia? Yeah, I've gotten this one. This is Kuomboka, The Witch. Now this was after Jaggery left the band, so this is more like disco funky of The Witch, but that's a Witch record. And then here's some more. More than I thought. Here's another Witch. This one is just self-titled. It's on Teal. Some crazy ringwear on this mofo, but this is also called Including Janet, because there's a little banner right here that says Including Janet. So some people, when they are calling out the Witch albums, they'll refer to this one as Including Janet. But really good psych, fuzz guitar, great stuff on this record. Love it. And then maybe the band with the funniest name, The Tinkles. The Tinkles. I've never even tried to pronounce this. Ohalo Kuwamba. So this is a really cool record. It's on the Zambian Music Parlor label. This is a fantastic one as well. Some great songs on here. I hear a lot of like Stones influence on this record. Really good stuff. All right, and then this one also got, I believe this is either a Zambian or Zimbabwe press, but this is not Lou Donaldson, Eric Donaldson, The System. Kind of a hard to find reggae gem. Cool, very cool. So I was digging at my honey hole and found this that I was super stoked about. I need to do a video on this series, but this is Hang Loose with the Varcells. This is on Justice Records. This is the label that I talk about a good bit. It is a North Carolina, South Carolina garage. And this is not private press, but it's just a small label. So, anyways, a lot. These are floating around. I think there's like 25 or 30 titles, and I think I've got like 8 or 9 of them now. So I'm trying to get them all. They're really hard to find. They're really rare. But around here, they pop up sometimes. So this is one of the ones I wanted the most. Really killer garage. And most of them are like covers. They're high school bands. They're not great, but they're just raw and dirty and I just love it. But the cover's killer on this. And so I found this in the honey hole. I was stoked about it. Really excited that I found another Justice. I texted it to my friend. And I was like, hey man, look at this, because he kind of looks out for him too, and then he texts me right back, literally at the same time that I found this. He found this. Tony Lane, the Fabulous Spades, introducing Baby Please Don't Go. Now these guys really look like they know how to party. He brought this into the shop, and then we arm wrestled a little over it. But I ended up making it happen. I had some rare like soul funk 45s that he wanted, and there's this, and so yeah, this is a great one. This is one I've been wanting for a long time, and so it's just funny that you got all these like young guys, and then you got this old dude. I guess that's Tony Lane, yeah, you got motorcycles, you got like got a lot going on here. I love looking at the guitars on the cover and stuff like that. But this wasn't online, and I ripped it onto my YouTube channel. So, not this YouTube channel, not the other YouTube channel, but the other YouTube channel. I now have hey, it's autographed. If you're watching this, Lonnie, it's autographed, so it's worth millions. So I have another YouTube channel. I have 3 YouTube channels. Okay, count them. My main channel, this channel, Heavy Rotations, and then I started a 3rd channel called Find This Record, where I'm ripping all the records that I find that don't have audio sources online. So that's one of them. I post a record every day on there, like a full album rip every day. So you need to follow that channel. It's really good. It's not really good. It's okay, but it's just music that I'm finding. So a couple more Honey Hole finds. This is Flow. This is on CTI. I've been looking for this record for a while. This is one of the harder CTIs to get. This is like there's some like little jazzy, but it's more like just rock, and it's really cool, like folky jazz rock. But it's a very, very good CTI. Oh, if anything has CTI on it, I'm gonna buy it. But this is one I've been looking for. I haven't seen before. The jacket has a different feel to it. It doesn't have the regular CTI feel to it. But it's just cool. It's a hard one to get. I'm stoked to have it. This one, Bridges, Gil Scott-Heron. But this is a white label promo. Fantastic record. Oh my gosh, this is killer. But yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff on this record. I really like, I usually don't like albums that have like a really strong, if the music's there, sometimes I don't really care what it's about. But I just love Gil Scott-Heron's his just honesty in his records, and like his convictions, and like his songs mean something. You know what I mean? They all mean something. So love this record. It's fantastic. I love him. There's a couple other ones. Actually, I got this one from a friend. This one with Brian Jackson also in it. All Strata. Winter in America. Another killer one. But anyways, we'll talk about that in a minute. Got this one from my buddy Chris in Colorado, introducing the Sonics. This is a super, super clean copy. This is the only Sonics record I did not have. So thank you, Chris. Great garage, killer stuff. Love it. Also in the Honey Hole, I found this, and I'm super excited about it. This is Michael Hurley and Pals, Armchair Boogie. Also a white label promo, and to find this out in the wild, just willy-nilly, oh my gosh, that's the best way. This is one of those records I probably wouldn't have wanted to go online and pay $200 for a copy, but really nice to find this one. The condition isn't super good on it, but it sounds great. It's just got a little crackle. It plays better than it looks, and holy moly, great stuff. I got a lot of stuff I need to show. I've been blazing through these. I've been going pretty quick. I showed you that one. That was the Gil Scott. Last week, a few weeks ago, I had like 5 Townes Van Zandts, like the self-titled, and I had 2 really clean poppies at the same time. And a friend of mine reached out and was like, I've always wanted that record. And I've swapped back and forth with him a few times. He's really fair, really nice guy, and he's like, I'll make it worth your while. I'll trade you some great stuff if you want to trade me that record. So I was like, okay, I will. And so sent him the record to see what he thought about it, and he sent me some stuff back. So this is one. So this was one that he sent me, and he knows I'm trying to get, like, I would like to get all the Strata E stuff. I'm sure I will at some point. It's not like an impossible task or anything, but this is another one. This is on Contemporary. This is Woody Shaw, Blackstone Legacy. Really killer. More. A lot of the jazz in here is like more on the fringe of jazz. Soul jazz, spiritual jazz, jazz funk, stuff like that. But it's a fantastic record to listen to this a good bit. Awesome stuff. Definitely a keeper. This is one, and I don't really even know. I need to look and see, but this is some sort of audio file. My favorite things, John Coltrane. I need to look into it. I haven't opened it up or listened to it or anything like that. And this is Regeneration. Stanley Cowell. This is on Strata East. Look at this cover, man. Ooh, man, this is some out there spiritual jazz funk type stuff. Really good. Listen to this a good bit. Great addition to the collection. Got quite the stack going over here. This is one I think I already have, but everything he has is like super clean copies, so I'll have to see which one's better. But this is Herbie Hancock Mwandishi. This is super clean, you know, original. Yeah, great stuff. Shirley Scott, one for me. It's got some soul, jazz, funky. Shirley Scott, great stuff. This is Bill Evans. This is some sort of Japanese press, like an early Japanese press, I'm not sure. And then I have this, Luis Gasca. I've not spent any time with this record, but I'm excited to give it a shot. So we will see. I'm sure it'll be great. I've not listened to it yet. Alright, now we're going to venture into my little box over here where I don't even know what this stuff is. I mentioned this in a video a while back. This is called African Rock. It's like a compilation of African artists. There's not any information of it online. None of the songs make any sense. Like as far as like what's on Discogs, all the artists are unknown. But I ripped that and put it on my Find This record. This one I'm putting it on today. But I've already made the video. I think I've already uploaded it. I just need to push publish. But this is called The Trees, Plush Not Crow. This is a weird record, but this is a North Carolina private press. This is on Third Lock Records, which never put anything else out, in Charlotte, North Carolina. But it's a really good, like, private press. At times it sounds like garage, at times it sounds like new wave, at times it sounds like prog. It is all over the freaking place, but it's really cool. So I ripped that and put it out. Like, nobody has it on Discogs. Nobody has one for sale. Nobody knows what it's worth. There's not a sales history of it ever selling, I don't think. So, kind of cool. This one, Real Life Girl. This is the Marlboros. Really cool, kind of a soul group that's backed by the Joker's 6, which was a garage band. Pretty cool. But this one I just uploaded on my Find This Record YouTube as well, because it wasn't online. This is another one. This is a cool little... it's called The Seeds. This could be the start of something new. This is like a Christian psych record. Some really cool funky numbers on here, and some are terrible. So there's like 3 or 4 really good tracks on here. One of the good tracks I ripped and put on my Find This record as well. What else we got here? This is Burning Spirits from Huey Simmons. This is on Contemporary Records as well. I found this in that honey hole as well. And in the honey hole, there are all these records with this red tape on the spines. And I'm like, what? Why? There's not a lot, but every one I find is killer. It's got the red tape on the spines. I'm like, what is this? And then I realized this was a library card. So these are all from like a library. But yeah, this is like a super rare record. It was in there. Stoked to have it. But yeah, a lot of the rare ones, like everything with the red tape on it. If I don't know what it is, I'm just gonna buy it. Also, in this honey hole, it's like this is how it always is. There's no cell phone reception, so you can't look anything up. You just gotta buy it based on your gut. Just got this really cool Marquee Moon promo with the promo sticker. It's in perfect shape. You know, no big deal. Let's see what else I found. The rest of these are probably going to be honey hole finds. This is Johnny Hammond Gears. I had a copy of this maybe 6 months ago. That jazz collection I bought, it was sealed. I ended up selling it because it was sealed and it was, you know, worth a lot more sealed. You know, I ended up getting a really good price for it. So this, I'm really glad that this, used copy of this comes along. But this is a milestone. Really good, real funky. It was one I really wanted to pop open and keep, so I'm glad I found that one. It's not in perfect shape, but it works. Yeah, some of these are like upgrades for me. So I found this Organ Grinders record, and this is a promo, and it's got like all these like booklets and stuff with it. I know I've already got this record, so I'm trying to just see if I need an upgrade copy, but that's a really killer record. This is a James Brown Hot Pants white label promo in the shrink. Again, gotta see if my copy's better. John Lee Hooker Traveling. I know I've got a copy of this already somewhere, but I don't know exactly which pressing it is. I think this one's a little bit earlier than the one I've got. But anyways, this one's in killer shape. This one is James Brown Hell. This one's in incredible shape too. It's just got a little bit of ringing on top, but other than that, it's like near mint. If you don't have this record or you have not heard this record, this is some killer funk. This is a cool one. This is called Wolf Moon. Now, Wolf Moon was this dude that his name was like Timmy Thomas or something like that. What was his real name? I can't remember. I don't think it's on here. But anyways, and so he put out like 1 or 2 Soul 45s that they're like $2,000. They're super rare. Back like in the mid to late 60s. Then he wrote this record, and so this record's really weird and unique, and it's like Funkadelic made a gospel album. So like half, maybe like 3 or 4 songs on here are gospel related, and the rest of them are just like straight funky. It covers Proud Mary, People Get Ready. So there's a lot of cool, but it's all funky and it's all good. And so he was trying to get this record signed, and nobody would sign him. And Swamp Dogg produced this record. Swamp Dogg ended up getting a subsidiary of BASF Records called Fungus Records, and he put this out on Fungus Records. But it is really cool. It's not worth a ton. I think it's worth like $25 or $30, but it's just a cool funk record. You should look for it. I don't think I've ever seen one of these. This is Tracy Chapman, and this is the promo, and it's pressed on the high quality vinyl. So it's like an audiophile pressing of this. So I'm gonna keep this one, swap it out for my regular old copy. This is a super clean Mothership Connection, which you never ever see ever. So I have a copy somewhere. I'm just gonna make sure. This is one I don't have. This is John Coltrane. Afro Blue Impressions. Didn't have this Coltrane, and I love Coltrane. This is another one I've been looking for. This is Super Funk. Funk Incorporated, a real good funky record, as you would imagine by this cover. Awesome stuff. Glad to add it to the collection. This is the Smiths. This one, it was warped, but I flattened it out. And I'm not sure if I gotta play test it because I'm not sure. There's a little bit of a feelable scratch on there, but still really good from the Honey Hole. This is an upgrade copy of Trouble Man. These are always dirty and rough and stanky. This one's pretty clean. Incredible soundtrack. Even if you don't, I don't really like soundtracks, but this just as an album is amazing. Amazing. This is another one that had the red tape around it, and I managed to get the red tape off. I got to clean it up because it's still got some residue on there. But it's Bobby Hutcherson's now. It had a library card right there, as you can see. It got ripped off. So the cover's a little rough, but the record's nice. It's got the Liberty label, which is the correct OG first press, was a Liberty pressing. But yeah, this is some really cool, interesting. It's an interesting blue note. This is one I could see them doing a tone poet for. Don't quote me, but I could. This is the type of stuff that they do with the tone poets. But this is a really killer blue note. Stoked to get it. This is one I've not heard, but you find a record like this and you buy it. This is Mike Johnson, Lord Doctor. It just looks so freaking cool. So I'm gonna have to. I'll probably have to rip that one. This one is cool. So this is Isaac Hayes' Black Moses. And it's got the fold-out giant cross cover. So I'm not going to be able to do it. But usually when I find the record, it comes like this. But there was this giant fold-out cover that this goes into. And people would hang it on their wall. Hold on, I'll show you. Because it was so sweet. Come on, bottom flap. So people would hang it on their wall and hang it all different places, and I'll have this as the icon for my video. Maybe I could Okay. Alright, this is getting weird. Sorry, it's all in the name of a good icon. But anyways, me and Isaac here. But yeah, usually like that thing, that outer jacket is gone. So that's a really sweet. And I think I have it already with the outer jacket, but I can't remember. So I'm gonna check it. This one's in killer shape, which they're usually not. This is a really cool one. It's called Stainless Soul, the New Apocalypse. It's on this is a promo, but the MTA or TMA, I guess, MTA Records. But it's a little bit soul, a little bit funky, a little bit psychedelic. There's a lot of other things on this label, like Armageddon, The Maze. That's really killer. This one's not quite up there as good as that, but it's still very, very good. This is one, I don't know why I have it in here. I'm going to sell it. It's called The Rabid Salesman. It's like a punk thing. This is one called, is it called Renaud? How do you say that? Renaud? I've seen this before, but I've never heard it. So it's on Uru's Records. Uru's Records, there's another one. There's another band I love called Eggs Magma on that label. So this is like a French. I'm shooting from the hip. I can't remember. I think this is a French, like Prague type record. It's not worth a ton, but it's just kind of cool. The back cover is really neat. It's got like a dinosaur that's walking upright and some weird sketches of all sorts of things. Copulous fornications. And then you've got this gentleman that's just a regular photograph of him. Weird stuff. This one is in the shrink with a cool sticker on it. This is Honky Tonk Heroes, Waylon Jennings. Great record. Incredible, singer-songwritery, must-have record you got to get. Got quite the rap sheet on here. But, yeah. Love that record. That's like, I don't even know that a cleaner copy could exist unless it was still sealed. So I got to check my copy. I'm pretty sure I have a really clean copy too. So this might sound weird, but like when I got that Beatles Mo-Fi box set, I sold all my Beatles records. And so now when I want to talk about one on a video, I can't because I don't have the album covers. So I was dumb for getting rid of all those. But this one is like a super clean first US in the shrink, nearing the end here. This is a super clean T-Rex Electric Warrior. Abnormally clean copy. I'm going to check with mine. That was the chair, not me. Here's a few more. Let's just whip them out here. This is the guitar and banjo of Reverend Gary Davis. I already have this record, but this is an earlier pressing, and it's mega super clean. This one's Silas Hogan, Trouble, on Excello Records. Excello... You see a lot of 45s. There's a few LPs, Slim Harpos on Excello, a couple others. But it's a really good blues label. This is some good harmonica blues. This is the House of the Rising Sun, Idris Muhammad. Real good, killer, funky. To add to my Folkways collection is this. It's called Jamaican Roots, Bongo, Baccarat, and Cooley. So this is, I'm probably going to rip this one and put it on my Find This record as well because I don't think it's on there. I mean, and like none of the Folkways stuff is on YouTube, so I'm just going to rip them all. I've got a huge Folkways collection. So anyways, this is one I just ripped on my YouTube. This is called A Man and a Woman, Aizen Tombi Zesi Manji Manji. Really good Zambian funk. Really good. I love this record. But I ripped it on my Find This record. This is one I haven't put on there yet, but I'm probably going to tomorrow or the next day. I've already ripped it. This is called Free My People by Tony Amanjeburo. So anyways, there's just a ton of records floating around everywhere. It's crazy with records over here. But like I said, please follow my... I'm just doing... You follow it, don't follow it, I don't care. I'm just trying to put more music out into the world, okay? It's my goal in life, really. But lots of good, exciting announcements to come probably within the next week. So thank y'all for watching. Always, we'll see you next time.